Dossie, and I'm in Laguna Beach. The pumpkin pie is still baking in the oven, and it smells like that pumpkin candle scent men really like to have in their bathrooms. Laura is dressing me like she's my mommy, and she does this all the time. She gives me her prettiest sari and teaches me the technique of putting one on. Needless to say, they're a piece of work. She places the bindi on my forehead, ever so delicately, and tells me, "Okay, Shelves, go look, you're all ready." I stand in front of the full-length mirror, and I'm like, "Yeah, that looks right," as if I know what the hell's supposed to look like. And we start driving over to Kali Mandir, which is this Hindu temple that she devotes so much of her life to. On the way over, she takes my hand within hers and says, with tears in her eyes, "Get ready, Saratoga. Sometimes Ma takes you by surprise." I know that what we're about to do is something really big in my life. We get to the temple. It looks like a house. We walk inside, take our shoes off, and she places that pumpkin pie on the shrine next to the murti, which is an image of God used during worship. The smell of incense is giving me a really big headache. We sit down, sing some songs, pray a little. It's beautiful. Then the Swami offers the flames and the flowers and blows the conch shell. I don't know what this means. Then he walks around and sprays some water on our heads. Yet, I still don't know what this means. And it's just so comforting. And then, after all the singing and praying, we sit around and this little Indian boy starts singing some songs that his mom taught him. His voice is so raw and pure, and there's not an ounce of self-consciousness within him. He's just singing. And then Laura and I sit around the brahmachari, and he begins to tell us about his time in India. Laura takes my hand. I look at the shrine, I look back at her. I'm trying like mad not to cry. My heart starts to race. Butterflies float around in my tummy. I feel a little dizzy and drunk. This is God, I think. Today, I believe in God. I'm 14, in Venice, Italy, with a bunch of rich Long Island Jews who think shopping is exercise and daddy is the tree that money grows on. Shira, one of the tour leaders, and I are walking, and we come to the Jewish quarter of Venice, and there's a synagogue. It's probably about 1,000 years old. We go inside, and there's already a tour going, but we don't really want to join them, so we start walking around. There's 4 levels to the synagogue, and every level has this magic to it. Magic in the sense that I don't think anybody could really understand how it's done, how the nature of this place could really exist. There's an energy that it's just hard to breathe. On the 2nd level, we see this little old man sitting by himself. He's praying. We walk over to him, sit opposite of him, and introduce ourselves. He just looks at us blankly and doesn't say anything. After a little while, he loosens up. He's wearing this gray suit, and he's so old. He smells like my favorite smell, old men in jazz clubs. We ask his name, he doesn't give it. He just starts telling us about his life, and it's sad, you know? He's lonely. He tells us he owns a shop next to the synagogue, and Shira doesn't want to be rude, so she says, "We'll go take a look around." So we walk out, we go into his store, and it's this tiny little overstuffed, cramped little room with pictures and decorations and jewelry and statues. It's beautiful. He leads me over to this menorah, and it's got this beautiful design. My mom and dad would love that, I say. Shira says she forgot something in the synagogue, so she leaves and we sit down. He starts talking to me, and he's looking at me like no one's ever looked at me before. And he's saying things to me that no one else ever will. And it's stupid, you know, because this little old man that I don't even know he needs me. And I feel like no one will ever love me like he did. But I don't even know him. But he me, he's saying things to me that, like, how does he know this? How does he see me? He's the best. My heart starts to race. Butterflies swirl around my tummy. I feel a little dizzy and drunk. This is God, I think. Today I believe in God. I guess this is all really surprising since the word fuck is in my formal language and I shove my boobs in everybody's faces. But religion to me is more than just conforming to one law or rule or set of values. It's a feeling. It's better when it's not on purpose. Like when people cry in front of me for the first time, or when I see really, really hot people, or when I'm so in love with something or someone for a minute I can't breathe. That minute is God. And you know, a lot of people think it's contradictory to be a Jew but believe in everything. Believe that there might be one God or hundreds, or Jesus might be the Son of God or he might not be. Or that we should all just say fuck it and play video games. Guess I'm just an orthodox Ukraine.